number one, I have Derrick Henry. He's like 6'3", you know. He weighs 247 pounds, almost as big as me. College is Alabama. Age is 20. He's 27 years old. He's a freight train. He's pretty damn fast. He be helping me out, man. Sometimes when I kick Aiden and run. Number two is Dalvin Cook. He's 5'10", as tall as me. His weight's 210. He's lighter than me. College, he goes to Florida. He went to Florida State. He's 25 years old. And for number three, I have Alvin Kamara. He's 5'10", weighs 215 pounds. Damn, I could be running back. College, Tennessee, and age 25. That's my top three.
What the fuck was that?
Alright, I got the same list as Evan, but instead of just saying the ages in college, I'm gonna say why.
I had to give stats so people know who.
I put why. I don't know why you said
I get that.
everything else.
I had Derrick Henry 1 because he had 2,000 rushing yards. He's like the fifth dude to do that in a season. He basically is the Titans and carried them to the division title. Basically, the whole offense is built around Derrick Henry, and plus the way he throws dudes. I mean, he dominated this year and probably top 5 in MVP voting, if you think about it. And I had Dalvin Cook second because this season he really broke out because he had an ACL injury early on in his career that kind of hindered growth. But this year he had over 1,500 yards. He was second in the league in rushing, obviously behind Derrick Henry. But he's also athletic, quick, and he's a big part of the receiving game. And I had Kamara third because he's the most versatile back in the league. He obviously had that 6 touchdown game on Christmas. He's
fire.
Yeah, he's a touchdown machine. He had over 900 yards rushing and over 700 yards receiving and 21 total touchdowns. So that's why I put them top 3.
He's back.
All right, at number 1, I got Kamara just because he has been carrying New Orleans in general into the playoffs. The fact that Michael Thomas or Drew Brees weren't they weren't playing because, obviously due to injury, and Alvin Kamara absolutely carried him. Obviously, he had that 6 touchdown game, which just makes him insane. I'm pretty sure that's the record. At number 2, I got Derrick Henry because, it's fucking Derrick Henry. His stiff arm is, disgusting. If he was faster, he would 100% be the best running back in the league. And technically, he still is, even though he's not even that fast. And number 3, I got Nick Chubb. Because Nick Chubb, his ability to break tackles is so clutch. The fact that he can play through and, in my opinion, has the best hustle game out of any single running back other than maybe Dalvin Cook. And the fact that he went off coming off of an injury just makes him makes him literally top 3.
Number 1, I put Derrick Henry, obviously. Dude's a freight train, as Evan likes to call him, Number 1 in yards, 2,067 yards this season with yards per attempt at 5.2, leading the league also. Like Christian said, he carried the Titans to the playoffs. Without Derrick Henry, Titans wouldn't really be a team, in my opinion. Longest rush, 94 yards against the Texans, which is heartbreaking, but, it's 2 games this season, got to get used to it. Another good thing about Derrick Henry is, doesn't fumble the ball, only 3 fumbles the whole season, which I believe is less than Dalvin Cook. Derrick Henry also has 17 touchdowns this season. All right, number 2, I have Dalvin Cook, second in rushing yards at 1,557 and yards per attempt at 5.0, which I believe is the second or third top yards per attempt in the NFL. 16 rushing touchdowns, second to Derrick Henry, and his longest rush is 70 yards, carrying the Vikings. Played the Texans this year. That game was terrible. Our rush defense sucked, but Dalvin Cook is the only reason. Him and Justin Jefferson are the only reason the Minnesota Vikings are a team. He had 5 fumbles this season, so it's 2 more than Derrick Henry. At third, I got Nick Chubb, 1,143 yards, 5.5 yards, 5.5 yards per attempt, which is number 1 in the NFL. 12 rushing touchdowns because Nick Chubb, he's a more versatile back, not as much as Alvin Kamara, but he's a good receiving back. Longest rush, 59 yards. A thing about Nick Chubb is he would be, I believe that he'd be better than Derrick Henry, but you also have Kareem Hunt, so you got to switch them 2 out. They're both amazing backs, so.
Oh shit! Yeah, hell yeah.
I couldn't find the fumbles on Nick Chubb. Not sure about that, but yeah, that's my top 3.
Running back is not just rushing yards. It's a guy who's next to the quarterback. It is a skill position.
Obviously.
All skills positions.
That's true.
That's why I put Kamara at number 1, and then Derrick Henry at 2, and then Cook at 3. The reason Kamara's at 1 is because he probably leads the whole dang league in receiving yards out of all running backs. Not even gonna check the stats. Put my money on that. That's true. Okay. What does Henry have? Henry is not even close to the best receiving back in the NFL. Maybe top 10, just because how good he is, how big he is. And Dalvin Cook, he's pretty decent at it, but Kamara and Henry are way better than him. So it goes Kamara, Henry, then Cook. The reason is because he's also we have 2 record breakers at 1 and 2. People are saying it's Henry because of the 2,000 yards. Okay, so what? Kamara got 6 touchdowns. Should have gotten 7, but Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill for some reason while I hate him. All right, so those are the reasons. Kamara over Chubb is because Chubb has the best running back backup in the NFL. So when you see all these touchdowns, 9 times out of 10, what the f***?
You coming?
Get out!
Go to the gym.
Get out!
Yes or no?
Yes! All right. Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is not top 2 because his backup, Hunt, they share the snaps a lot. And when he gets the touchdowns, mostly they're at the 5-yard line because of Hunt. So that's why.
All right, now we can just have a little debate.
All right. Evan, why do you think Henry is over Kamara, as you said, which is Kamara? Why?
He's a freight train, dude. He's bigger than me, dude. I can run Aiden over, so I can run it. So if I can run people over, he's 10 times bigger than me.
Okay.
I think Derrick Henry is best in the NFL.
He's the most dominant offensive player other than a quarterback, simply because he's the only back in the league he's the only running back who is the most valuable to their team. Like the Titans, even though Tannehill's good, he played well this year. They definitely wouldn't be where they're at without Derrick Henry getting 2,000 yards rushing.
I also believe
that's my view.
Yeah, I also believe that I think Derrick Henry should be in the MVP talk. Just hear me out.
Yeah.
Without Derrick Henry, Titans would be nothing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The Titans aren't anything with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is the only
the Texans,
reason.
Deshaun Watson wouldn't be anything.
All right, shut up.
So
that's
Yeah.
another time.
So who did better? Wild card weekend, big game.
Giants.
NFL Network, ESPN, Nickelodeon. Who gets all right?
Yeah.
On. Who did better, Kamara or Henry?
Oh,
Henry.
Kamara did way better. Kamara
Yeah,
did
Kamara
way
did better.
better.
I did way better.
We're better.
But hold on,
Is-
hear me out. You have Chicago Bears defense.
2,000 rushing yards matter.
That's true. They're finding the Chicago Bears. They're
They're
just not
like-
going to be there.
Is playoff wins, playoff moments. That's why Kamara is better.
But you also
Just
you have the Chicago Bears defense and the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense, they're known for being good. This season they've picked up so many people
Yeah, how are the Bears
on the
there, dude?
defensive line
Okay, but
just to
how many-
stop that.
I can look at that right now.
The Giants should have been there before the Bears. The hell? Mitch Trubisky had us.
Okay.
Mr. Booski.
That's what the Nickelodeon guys said.
Oh my god.
The MVP, yes sir. But
Nah, Henry should be top 5. MVP is a quarterback
Top 3.
award, which Nah, top 3 is Rodgers, Mahomes, and
Top 4.
Allen.
Oh, you're talking about the whole league?
Yeah, like MVP voting.
I said Rodgers, Mahomes, Watson, Lamar, and then Allen.
Okay,
Nah, Aiden. Watson that win that, sir.
All right, let's see.
So- back to the playoffs. Derrick Henry is behind Kareem Hunt in rushing. He is not a bright lights player.
But it's
That's
the
all-
Ravens defense.
Wait.
Ravens defense.
Ryan, do you remember last postseason what Derrick Henry did?
Yes, I remember last postseason, but this is all right.
Last postseason wasn't that?
This is
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, his playoffs last year was a movie. All right, let's make that clear and not say Derrick Henry's not big time or big game. Yeah, we can't just judge Derrick Henry and another running back off of one game. Yeah, he had a shitty game. I think we can all agree on that. And but just the workload of this season. I mean, he's the only back in the league that I trust to gain like 6 or 7 yards consistently, honestly. And he's big. He's athletic for his height and weight. I think he's the only guy in the world who can do what he does with his like the way his body is, being that much,
So I
being
can't
that
do it?
tall and that heavy.
I hear you, but
Yeah,
what happened when Breeze was out, Thomas was out for like the whole season?
Yeah, Kamara did carry them into the
yeah,
playoffs.
no, he did. He did.
What were they gonna do? They were just gonna blitz. It was all Kamara or Hill. So yeah, just blitz. And you don't think Kamara just took a bunch of hits for like 3 to 4 games in a row?
I'm not discrediting anything from Kamara. I know what he did this year. He carried them.
They're
I give it to
Yeah,
him.
most of Kamara did carry.
Yeah, facts. He's a touchdown machine. He did carry them with Michael Thomas, Mr. Slant Boy. I'm just salty because I drafted him 3rd overall in my fantasy league, and
Yeah,
he
I
did
got
nothing for me.
Who, Michael
I told-
Thomas?
Yeah, but I still won my league somehow.
Oh,
Yeah, I won my league as well.
Nah,
I don't-
Same, I got last. Saquon Barkley was hurt. Don't play with me, bro. That was like my income.
Alright, so everyone's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All the starters are hurt. Both teams. Titans and Saints. Except the running back. Who would you rather have and who would you rather bet on? Derrick Henry. Just run.
Oh,
Derrick Henry.
Kamara, who can run and receive.
Derrick Henry.
I'd rather have Henry. Kamara's close second. Kamara's close
Yes,
second.
Henry has a higher chance of getting more yards than, because Alvin Kamara has off games. Am I wrong? They both do.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that they both,
Yeah.
but Henry has less. Henry had an awesome year, 2,000 yards, as we said. He's like one of the best to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just I don't see Kamara being, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't see him being together. But I kind of see it like this, like Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry. That's how I see it.
Well, people don't know that Tannehill and Brown, they do pretty much. I'm not going to say as much because that would be disrespectful, but they do a lot for that team. It does just heroes carry. No, nothing's on his back because Tannehill and Brown kept him in that game against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's just they're two totally different situations and they're two different players. They're very different. Derrick Henry got 2,000
Oh yeah, most
rushing
definitely.
yards,
Hell yeah.
and Kamara almost got 2,000 total yards. So I mean, they're both talented, and honestly, you can't go wrong with either of them. Honestly,
So, who had Cook? Who had Chubb over Cook? I think someone had him at 3.
Oh yeah, I had him at 3.
All right. So, the Vikings lost a lot of games, right?
Oh yeah, no duh. That's because of the loss of Dalvin Cook.
What happens to the offense when you're down? You don't run, right? So early in the game,
Well, yeah,
Cook
obviously.
got big yards and then still managed in the second half when they're down, get a lot more yardage than Chubb, the guy who is winning games on a winning team, playing the Chiefs, probably get their butt kicked. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I hope the Browns beat the shit out of him.
The numbers up, even though he has a trash quarterback that is forced to throw the ball, and he's not getting any receptions.
Wait, how many interceptions does Baker have?
Baker,
He cut
I don't
down
know.
on it this year. He had a great year, Baker.
Yeah,
He had a
so-
decent year. Well,
Well,
compared to
yeah.
last year, yeah, he had a way better year, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because last year he did freaking terrible.
Oh
yeah, but who actually had a carry?
Wait, what'd you say?
What?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Say it again, Ryan. No, we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you like cut out.
Closer. Who had a carry, Cooks or Chubb?
Cooks.
Oh yeah, I will say Cooks. Yeah,
Cook,
that's
Cook
that's
had
only the
carry.
fact that Chubb was out though,
Yeah,
Because-
Chubb
and
missed a
the
couple
fact
games.
that Chubb came back and actually had still a really good game off of an injury, that just baffles me, and it obviously it is the playoffs. It's when they need it the most. So obviously there's Kareem Hunt as well to obviously carry the ball, but if Kareem Hunt wasn't there, Nick Chubb would be 10 times better than he is because he will have more carries and maybe even more receptions.
Yeah, I agree. I think Nick Chubb is.
Think
He
they
was a
would've-
close. He was a close third for me. I just couldn't. I mean,
I-
Dalvin Cook. What's that?
But he's a great player. I'll tell you that. He's top 5 for sure. He needs
Yeah.
4 miles.
Chubb was a close. He was a close third for me. I just put Kamara in because of the touchdowns and Cook for just getting over 1,500 yards rushing. But yeah, Chubb did miss 4 or 5 games, and he still had over 1,100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shows how dominant he can be. And with Kareem Hunt taking the load off of him, because Kareem Hunt's more of a third down back. Kareem Hunt is a better receiving back than Nick Chubb.
Yep, I 100% agree with
He
Yeah.
that.
catch better. He's better in space, but Nick Chubb is a physical downhill runner who can obviously average 5 yards a carry, like he did this season.
Yep, 5.5 yards.
Yeah. So I mean, the NFL has. I mean, there were so many good seasons this year from backs. Man, it just
Yeah.
sucks that
Obviously,
CMC and Saquon were both hurt because it would have been a fun year,
Mm-hmm.
even more fun.